of my life, you gotta know who I am. I was raised on the block and I had to fight to be a man. Struggle in the air, crime all around. Walking through the hood, I say 10 toes down. Not a lot of love, had to face a lot of threats, but I still firm and I made it through the test. Baltimore City is a place I call home. I done had some hard days, but singing these songs helped me get in my zone. The music let me out the maze, so I thank God that I'm still here alive. Cause my work ain't done, I'm still on the grind, and only the strong survive. I'm just trying to get myself together and stay alive in stormy weather. We gotta pray that things will get better, cause the grind is gonna last forever. I'm just trying to get myself together and stay alive in stormy weather. We gotta pray that things will get better, cause the grind is gonna last forever. I done had lows, I done had highs, always kept my eyes focused on the prize. Had a couple bad girls play with my heart, had to cut them off, now I got a new start. Life is a game, you gotta make moves. Sometimes you gotta go against the rules. I would never let a hater come block my shine. If it ain't about the bag, don't waste my time. Baltimore City is a place I call home. I done had some hard days, but singing these songs helped me get in my zone. The music let me out the maze, so I thank God that I'm still here alive. Cause my work ain't done, I'm still on the grind, and only the strong survive. I'm just trying to get myself together and stay alive in stormy weather. We gotta pray that things will get better, cause the grind is gonna last forever. I'm just trying to get myself together and stay alive in stormy weather. We gotta pray that things will get better, cause the grind is gonna last forever.
Yo, this is the year that the paradigm really shifted. 2020 will forever change the way we live it. Bioweapons, vaccines, mask on. Whoever speaking the truth, get the platform. Your news stations and politicians are still lying. Unarmed black men don't resist and still dying. The true history's buried, cause they still hide it. But I'm consistently grinding, so I'm steady climbing, moving up the ladder, trying to elevate my people's mental. My testimony is dramatic cause of what I've been through. Yo, I was raised over west back in Baltimore, and I ain't read Sun Tzu to learn the auto war. Drive-bys, robberies, murder plots, dope fiends, yellow tape, white chalk, bro, that was the routine. I had dreams, now my dreams.
Yo, what's up, and happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to Why Are You Still Single? Welcome. Today on our show, we are talking about, do women hold themselves accountable? And before we get into our panel that we have here today, we just want to go ahead and let you know Why Are You Still Single is pretty much a podcast where you're going to get a mix of married, single people where we discuss different topics so you can have different takes. So maybe you can get out of that single situation, or maybe you might want to come out of that situationship that you in. So thank you guys so much for tuning in on tonight, and we are glad that you are here with us. So to the right of me, I have the beautiful Miss
Shay
Wright. Okay, and tell them what you the owner of, because this show is also sponsored by
Shay Bella. Shay Bella is well, let me see, how can I explain it? I do custom items, custom clothing, custom jackets, custom jewelry, candles, you name it, I can do it.
You name it. All right, awesome. And to her right, we have
Frank Oliver. I'm back, and we ready to make it happen.
Okay,
Let's do
cool.
what we do.
Man, if y'all know Frank, if you guys are no rookie to the channel, y'all know who Frank is, and y'all know when he come, he brings the fire, the flame, and everything else in between. Okay, he's awesome though. Thank you so much for coming on, Frank. And to my left, we have
TY coming back, finally back. Thank y'all for having me.
Y'all know who TY is. He's been on multiple shows this season alone. So thank you so much for coming on. We want you to come on in and like, share, subscribe, follow. Go ahead, hit that thumbs up button, because we are really finna dive into this topic of, do women hold themselves accountable? Ladies, if you're out there and you hold yourself accountable, stand up. Say that with your chest poked out today, because right now, the way I'm feeling, I'm gonna let Miss Shay give her intake first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get my little spew. Because it's about the ladies. So then we're going to hear from the ladies first, fellas, and then go ahead and let y'all guys say what you want to say. You feel me?
Okay. You going to put me out there first. All right, I got it. I would say that initially I would have said no, that women don't hold themselves accountable. But just speaking for myself in general, I've gone through a divorce a few years ago, and at the end of that divorce, and after some counseling and some other things, like I really did have to sit down and hold myself accountable for some things. Not everything, but some things. And basically, I sat and had a conversation with my ex and held myself accountable for the part that I felt that I played in that situation.
Okay. You held yourself accountable.
I did. I did. Now, I do know that there are women out there who do not. I've seen it. I hear it. But I believe that, we are becoming more woke, more self-aware, and I believe that as time goes on, that women are starting to hold themselves accountable more often.
Okay. I like that input. For me, I'm going to say, do women hold themselves accountable? The absolute answer for me is going to be no and yes. Okay, so let me tell you why it's a no, and then I'm going to go into why it's a yes real quick. So the answer for no, why women don't hold themselves accountable, the women who are not holding themselves accountable are clearly the women who are not ready to be serious. But then it sucks because even serious women have moments where they're like, nah, I'm not finna take accountability of that. The reason why I say yes, women hold themselves accountable is because, some of them do. They're able to own their mistakes. But when they own their mistakes, if it does not look like what that, say, for example, if I'm owning my mistake in my relationship or my marriage, if it does not look like what they want it to look like while I am taking accountability to that person, it may seem like, bro, you're not taking accountability. And that's where understanding needs to come into play, like flat out. Like, just because I'm saying, okay, I get you, and you're telling me something I did wrong, or you're telling me something you dislike, and you per se is like, no, you didn't even acknowledge it. That's something else going on within that one situation that needs to be handled, so that accountability that woman is trying to take is looked at and respected.
I agree with that.
Okay.
Frank, I know you got a whole lot to say, so we gonna come to you last. So Ty, what do you have to say? Do women hold themselves accountable?
I think it depends. Sometimes, like you said, it's both ways. Yes. The women that say no, I think it's the women that's not being honest with themselves.
Okay.
And so I do believe that most of the time when women gonna hold themselves accountable when they don't see no other way out, then they just like, all right, you got me. Then they want to admit what they did wrong, and then all that stuff come out. But I think it's more when they backed in the corner. That's when they really try to tell you when they hold themselves accountable. That's what I honestly think.
Okay. When they say that one more time so I can make sure I got that right.
When they backed in the corner.
Okay.
Then they don't see no other way out. Then they be like, all right. Now they want to, all right, I was wrong, whatever. So,
Okay. I think that's when they still don't hold themselves accountable. Let's go ahead, Frank. Frank, what's going on?
I'm a little rusty, so I'm a little rusty, but I'm getting there.
Okay.
So women don't hold themselves accountable because they don't even have a definition of accountability.
Meaning?
So what I've heard already is ownership. You take ownership for what you've done wrong. But accountability is that other women, most people, even men, don't hold themselves accountable. They take ownership, but you need other men to hold you accountable, to bring you to a level of a certain truth that you don't want. It's almost like working out at the gym, right? You can go in there and get it in, but you have that coach to lead you. You have that trainer to lead you in accountability. You have that pastor at that church that should be able to lead you in accountability. So what the problem with women is they're when you talk about accountability, there has to be another partner outside of themselves that brings them into holding them to a truth that they don't want to see to themselves. And women don't have friends who are holding them accountable. So we be saying is accountability when you're really saying ownership. Like, you mess up in your relationship, you should, just as a human being, take ownership for what you've done wrong. But accountability takes it to the step forward to say, am I going to reconcile? Am I going to do right by? Am I making the changes that is happening? So there are those things that need to be when it comes to accountability. Is after I leave there, I'm asking my boy, I'm going to hold him accountable to say, hey, man, you said your vows. So are you walking that? Are you doing those things? You have to have somebody who is consistently pushing. And so I just think the problem with women is they're friends. Women are not truthful to themselves. We see that now. I mean, the best case scenario is what everybody's talking about now. Nobody held Jada Pinkett to accountability. Nobody said, hey, as a wife, you're supposed to pull his coattails.
First of all, since you want to take it there, we're not going to do that with Jada and Will today. I'm sorry, Shay, if you want to say something, sometimes you got to shut me down. And let me tell you something.
Thing right now.
Let me.
You want to get views
okay,
tonight,
well, so since you took it there, we're gonna go there, then we're gonna brush up on what you just said. You guys, if you want to call in, because Frank just said a whole mouthful of stuff today. The call-in number is 424-234-8670. He's saying that you don't have no friends. Okay, let's touch base on this first thing with Jada. I think that in a relationship, you know damn well when your man is irate, okay? And for Jada to have tried to pull her man's coattail during that scene in all of that public light, that would have been an embarrassment to her more than him taking his own actions and slapping that man. Let's be quite honest. Could she have had a conversation with Will? That's something you nor me nor the world will ever know.
You are a wife.
Yes.
And you cannot bring your man down. You're married, but you're not a wife. Every woman should be able to bring a man to peace. It amazes me these women go to church and they don't read this Bible. Every woman, a soft answer turns away wrath. That's your Bible.
A soft answer will turn away wrath.
So
however, even though a man is upset.
A woman's touch, if you are being his wife, a woman's touch ought to get her man's attention to bring him back. And if a woman can't do that, baby, you're married, but you're not the wife.
We're not.
That's why the mistress.
Go ahead.
That's why these people's mistress be doing better. Y'all, this is lemonade because I don't know. He gave me a red cup.
So I love red. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Back at you.
Okay. She swooped. I don't know.
Bang, bang. Man down.
I don't know. I know she live around the corner from me, but yeah, I'm just saying that these are the things that we have to start beginning to engage. Why no man should be with a woman who can't bring him to a level of peace.
Okay, Frank. You just put.
But
go ahead.
The first thing she did was, I don't need him to protect me. Bashed him again. So Will can't win no way. So I don't even understand why this is even a big deal.
Will can't win what?
Either way, by hitting the dude, she
win, lose, draw. It didn't matter. Will
you see how she's not holding her accountable? Because it has. Listen. You told her. She said to us just now that she shouldn't even have touched him. Then she
no. Pause. Correction. That is not what I said. What I said was, make sure you clear my mouth, my throat, all that. What I said was, Jada, had she had tried to do that when his mind was already made up in that instance,
it was too far
even
apart,
if
though.
Even if she could have touched him, she's sitting here.
They wasn't close to each other though.
Hey, have you ever? You a man? You've been in the street. Have you ever seen a man? He can be irate.
Yeah.
And then his woman just jumping him. So you're not doing this. Yeah. Even if he try to move his woman.
And he completely stopped. Hold on. You guys are strong-willed men. Okay. Let's say that. Let's say that. Okay. Absolutely. Frank, you cannot tell me that once. How many years in? Let's say this. How many years have you been married now? Because I know it's a whole lot. 7.
Only 7.
Okay. God.
It seemed like a long.
Praise God. 7 long years you've been married. Within those 7 years, have you came into an altercation to where your wife had to say more than one thing, do more than just touch you to calm you down? Whether that's in an outside setting, an in-home setting, has that not been the case?
That in 7 years, my wife has had to.
The fact that he has to think about it tells me that, wait a minute.
No, because I don't. So number one, in certain places, I try to make sure I don't allow myself to get into that place because I have so much to lose. That's number one. Number two, when I'm thinking about the moments where my wife knows. My wife already should know me. She knows the mood is at, and she should already be. There's moments in time my wife has put her hand on me, and that was to me to say, pause.
Chill out.
You don't have to. You don't have to fight this battle. And what I'm saying is there is here again. This is a job of any woman who's a helpmate of a man. She's supposed to see what I can't see and bring me to a place I can't. And the problem is women ain't been held accountable. So y'all think because y'all got the WAP. You worried about the WAP instead of worried
in
about
case
the
you don't know
penis.
what WAP means, wet ass pussy. Women are worried about their box, and I can agree to you to that certain extent. There are a lot of women out there in the world who believes in their WAP opposed to being that man's piece. However, in the same breath, Frank, you're also a man who's not dealing with, and you're a high caliber guy. You know, with what you're doing, what you're accomplishing, it's all respectable, but. Is your wife putting you in predicaments such as Will when it came down to what he and Jada are going through, what they're choosing to work through? Now, granted, I think Will needs a little bit of counseling for him taking that action like that. I'm not going to justify his slap, but you know, to for everybody to take that event and turn it and put it on Jada, and then for you to indicate, oh, women are not holding Jada accountable because she should have pulled that, she should have dragged that man back.
Because, sweetheart, this is the problem. This is it. Every man could have been Will. Every man could snap. See, this is what you don't understand. When men are holding Will accountable, we understand of walking in his shoes that you can snap. Every man, we call it toxic masculinity. You can have toxic masculinity or you can have healthy masculinity. But we all could be in that area. The problem I have is as I'm talking about Jada, you still go back to Will. When let's silence Will out, I don't care who that was. If your man has a moment, if you are the wife, you should be able, just like you have to calm your children down because they are a part of who you are, then you as a woman should be. But the problem is most women don't know how to do that because they ain't been trained to do that. So what they are is married, but they not that man wife.
Go ahead, Shay.
I have to get in.
Go ahead.
Okay, because I have.
Shay, now be careful when you personally put yourself in.
I speak from experience, though. I try my best to speak from experience.
He like to go in.
I want to know. I need people to understand why I feel so strongly about the things that I say. Mm-hmm. So in my life, I have been attached to very strong-willed men, very passionate men, very toxic masculine men. Okay, mm-hmm. So in that whole statement of the wife should be able to touch the man and bring him, it don't always work like that. I have been run over because the rage of the man is so strong that no matter what I said or did, it was not going to work. So yes, there is a space for that, but there is also a space where sometimes it's too late.
Can I ask you some questions real quick?
Yeah.
You said you had these strong men. Mm-hmm. These is like men who don't cry. They strong men. They man, right? Mm-hmm. Now in the bedroom, in the bedroom when you was in that bedroom?
You opened the door,
man,
baby. He gonna walk through it.
In that bedroom with that man, did that man say some stuff that wasn't that strong man? I love you,
no.
baby. You telling me you was with a man and in the bedroom he wasn't pillow talking? Mm-mm. Well then, baby, we got some other issues.
We probably do, which is why I'm no longer married today.
I'm just saying we got some other issues because this is what I'm saying. You could be married to somebody, but even the strongest man, even the strongest gangster knows that there's a woman
calm down
that can touch.
Or just her voice sometimes. Or just her voice.
Come on, and this is not nothing to knock you. It's just you have to find
the right dude.
The wife
who you work with,
and not just be married to somebody because you should. If you follow the Bible, if you a Bible girl, your heart. They said the heart of that king safely trust her. That if I trust you with my heart, there's some things that I'm only gonna divulge and say to you and give you that I ain't gonna get to nobody.
Agreed. Agreed.
I know men
but Frank,
I know men
again,
who got
I'm
side
not going
pieces
to.
who will whoop their side piece for saying anything to their woman.
Yeah,
Because that's his heart.
and that's because them Negroes got problems. Because ain't no reason you gonna beat a bitch down because you cheat.
What I'm saying is, he might have character. He may have a character.
It's an issue
in his in what you may call loyal or faithfulness. Let me say that he may not be the guy who understands monogamy, but what he does understand is he understands a side piece. See, I've been watching y'all shows and y'all get these definitions wrong because it's women having these self-congratulatory narratives. Women talking. So women don't know there's a difference of a side piece, a mistress, and just a run through. But y'all just put them all in the same category.
Pause. When you say women, I need you to put some respect on who the hell you talking about. Because when it's all said and done, this woman right here, I know the definition of a side piece. I know what the fucking mistress is.
I was watching some of your shows and you was just in there rambling. Now I don't know because if you pregnant, they just letting you say stuff. But I'm coming on this show to get it straight to let people know you ain't. Everybody's a target. You know what I'm saying? So as I said,
I say put some respect on it though. So we know what you're talking about.
There's a lot of women.
I want problems always.
Yes, he does. Always.
Always.
I mean, you can tell. You remember you used to be that's why you solo now, because you used to be on the show with a bunch of women. And what happened?
How about those
Shots
Lakers?
fired.
They got dropped out of the Lakers got dropped out of the playoffs. No, but it's different strokes for different different folks, Frank.
Use that. It's accountability.
What's the accountability?
Some people can't handle truth, and so what happens is we can't have. Women are not having real conversations with women. They always are using men.
I can understand that though.
That's not true.
So
there are some women who cannot handle a tough conversation and who take it and internalize it. But that's neither here nor there. We're talking about women.
Like my sister said, she said she took accountability.
I did.
She did. She started the convo like that.
Did you take accountability that you married a man you couldn't please?
Yes.
You take accountability for that. Why would you marry a man that you couldn't please?
Because I wasn't aware at that moment.
You wasn't aware that no one told you that he should be telling you he loved you and whispering sweet nothing. No one told you that.
I ain't slick shading shit, Miss G. Just FYI in the comments.
So here goes my point of accountability. Here you go, a sister. You come in and you giving somebody all, and no woman in your family told you, hey, sis, this is what you should be doing to go. There's no accountability. I'm sure people came to your wedding, right?
Oh, yeah.
They came to your wedding, ate your food, probably didn't even leave you no gift.
Didn't leave no gift for nothing, Jesus.
Give you them Ross gifts and Marshall's gifts that nobody else want. And then, but nobody sat and said, hey, baby girl, I want to make sure they come to your bridal party, your bridal shower. They come to the bachelorette, but nobody decided to impart in you because there is no accountability. But guess what? Men got to deal with accountability at the barbershop. Men got to deal with accountability with they boys.
Can you explain with how men deal with accountability at the barbershop? Because I'm just confused. They got to deal with the fact that of their hairline or what is it what accountability is it at the barbershop that men got to deal with?
Your boy's gonna let you know.
Come on.
My husband bald, so he ain't at the barbershop. So wait a minute.
Your boy's gonna let you know. Ask his fool right here. He know anything he fuck up on, I tell him.
No, y'all.
I'm saying at the barbershop though. I was confused.
He's not gonna force his boy, but he gonna let him know, and then his boy has the right to make the decision if he gonna take the information or not. Right. I'm saying to y'all, they ain't even let you know. They didn't even say, "Hey, baby."
That's messed up.
So is it worse that you got the barbershop getting smoke blown up your ass and them telling you, well,
who told you that? Who told you that?
Instead of doing
that's what I was trying to figure out. What conversations are going on at the barbershop?
Once you come in the barbershop, we change the code. When you come in the barbershop, whatever's been talking about, we going to another code because it ain't your place to be in the barbershop. When men are holding men accountable, it ain't your job to be there. See, this is the problem. When I grew up with my grandparents. So I grew up when we had family gatherings, men to be in the backyard. Men to be in the backyard talking, women to be in the kitchen. When women in the kitchen talking about stuff in the kitchen, they was holding the women accountable. Men was holding men in the back accountable. What has happened is women want to be in the men conversation, and men want to be in the women conversation. You got all this metrosexual and everybody messed up. Because everybody want to be in somebody else. You need to be out there with the men.
You my age. You got to be my age. You got to be my age.
Yeah. I don't know what this new stuff is. You got these guys guys out here, you don't even know they wearing the same drawers as women.
This nigga said the same
Men
drawers.
is just the same.
Yeah, they
got
wearing
the
tidy
same
whities.
hairdos and all. We got to stop this. Let's
You
get
putting your
back
pants
to
on the
what
same
we-
way you put your girl put her pants on. Something wrong.
Come on, talk.
Something
Now,
wrong.
see, now we talking some men stuff.
Yeah, I'm not
Something
gonna. My man better not put no tight. What them called?
But y'all women
Some
date
skinny
them
jeans.
dudes. Then y'all be mad when they come.
There is
down
women
low
that
dude.
dates those the men with the what do you call them jeans on skin tight? What the hell?
Tight
is-
jeans, anything tight.
What's they called?
Lean,
Skinny jeans. There you go. Thank you. Skinny jeans.
I'm not even gonna knock what people just wear. I'm saying it's even in how we're approaching. So you have more men operating from an emotional place when women use. And then you got women acting like they systematic and logical. And so what I'm saying is we got a confused place. So nobody really knows where they need to be. And all I'm saying is women got to get back to saying, baby, you can't be a better woman. You can't be nothing better than a woman. That's what you was made to be. Be what you've been made to do. And so when y'all look at it, is everybody? I hear women talking about will. You don't have a man's mind. You don't understand Will's mind. But everybody sitting up there acting like y'all ain't saying nothing about Jada. Jada been messed up. Number one, y'all shouldn't even like Jada. Who has their child write a letter to a nigga who dead before the child was even born, talking about, I wish you was still alive for my mama to be happy? That right there is enough to make a nigga kill you. You don't play with niggas. You don't play with niggas' kids.
That now
I just
we
found
can
that out, though. I didn't know that
we can
initially.
agree. We can
Did you say
agree.
you was a swoop?
We could agree. We could agree with that. There are some points and aspects of their marriage that is overbearing and
You going on TikTok about my man. My man can't please me. I'm bored in the. What is wrong with you as a?
I've been hearing bad stuff about
But I'm gonna
this
tell
chick.
you the problem that happened.
I should
This
love
had nothing to
Jada.
do with Chris. This had to do with Will couldn't stand making love to a bald head woman.
Oh shit! No, I think it has everything to do with
Will
the fact that
couldn't stand
Will got fed up. Honestly, I'm just gonna say this, and that's why I brought it to you to the
Y'all
point
say
to
that.
ask your ass, hey Frank,
man.
have you not been
I'm
in a
a man.
situation to where your relationship was just where you were just
Boo, I'm telling you, watch this. It's the Grammy night. You having a good time, you drunk. This is the night, your greatest night. You've been working all this thing. Guess what you sitting there saying, I'm getting my Grammy.
It's called a Grammy. No, I know what he meant. I'm just fucking with
I'm
him.
going to get my Grammy.
Okay.
My Academy Award. I'm going to have a good time tonight, and I'm going to spank that ass. I'm going to get something.
Well, and why is there a problem with her being bald?
Turned around and said, oh, hell.
She mad.
I got to roll that hair. I can't grab no hair. I can't. I'm a rub her head like I'm rubbing my own granddaddy head. This is the problem. He looked and snapped because
she's bald-headed?
Because he couldn't see how to have sex with a bald headed
He
woman.
full of shit because Jada has had moments in her career in their marriage where she did not have
She should have put that wig
hair. Okay, she could have put that wig on, but when she's in the midst of understanding what her condition is, her alopecia. Now, if you don't know,
I can take my hat off. I had alopecia since I've been 18, 19 years old.
okay, so are you saying you have alopecia because you have your hairline? I mean, not your hairline.
No,
your
my
hair follicles just don't continue to
Right,
come
it
in.
was gone,
You
yes.
have balding, right? You guys go ahead, like and subscribe and share this video right now, okay? Because we're gonna get off of Jada.
No, I'm just saying. No, I know y'all want to get off of it because y'all ain't got on her yet. I got alopecia. I had to deal with. Do you know how bad it is for a man not to be able to see? This is what I'm saying. You know how men go through where your husband bald at his young age. You know what that feel like?
Yeah, I could imagine.
He missing barbershop time. He missing all the things that culturally a man could have. And I'm telling you right now, he don't get up and just somebody say, "Oh, look at you, bald. You look old," and he just go off and start swinging on people. He got kids. He got a wife.
Absolutely.
What I'm telling you is he can deal with being bald, but let you come home with a bald head. I guarantee you, it ain't gonna
They
be
got
nice.
too much
I
money.
guarantee
She
you,
got
it
enough
ain't
money to buy a million
he
wigs.
ain't gonna touch you like that, baby. A real man, he ain't touching you like that. You need to put that wig on. Even the women down on Fig.
We got
put on a
options,
wig.
okay? So there's hella wigs at the
There's
house.
hella
So
wigs at
we
the
can
house.
pick one up,
Well,
pick
you
one
got
out.
wigs. You just ain't you. What's this? Okay.
Oh, my business. How'd your kids touch your wife? Okay, but no. at the end of the
you get
day,
off of
Jada. Oh, now you want me to shut up because you didn't address your alopecia. No. She has her alopecia. Frank, it's very rare to see
said
you.
It's okay with her. She's okay with
but still, it's very rare that we catch you without a hat, right?
No, you catch me all the time without a hat.
God damn it, got me wrong. Okay,
I got to work with corporate people. I don't have a hat.
But you've come to grips with how you feel about missing your hair and how
it is what it is. Like,
okay,
that's coming to grips.
What I'm saying is you don't have it. At the end of the day, somebody makes jokes about men being bald, or somebody makes jokes about men being old. What I'm saying is, in the world that we live in, as they have made it to the top, they have always had to deal with the scrutiny of being black and being here. Nothing's worse than having to deal with the races of this society. And I'm saying, so when you have a joke that we don't even know where you got wrong because he called her a superhero, G.I. Jane. We're making excuses. I'm gonna go back to again. We've been talking about Will. I'm going back to Jada. She sat there and laughed
and rolled her eyes in the same breath.
That was a nervous laugh. I don't know why people don't want to acknowledge that.
It's a
That
nervous
was
laugh?
nervous laugh. That was nervous
Jada
laugh.
Jada laughed and
I
rolled.
never
She
saw her
went.
laugh. I
She
saw her
went.
get an attitude. I saw her get the attitude. I never saw her
It was
laugh.
one of these.
No, she did that. She rolled her eyes. After you look at they showed the angle after he went up there and slapped him. She's over there laughing because you know what she knew? He had destroyed his life. And guess what we've seen? All she's shown us that she want him to destroy his life. The
She been
jealousy.
helping him,
When no one wants to talk about what happens when the person you love is jealous even of your own success.
That's
First
a
of
topic.
all,
That's a good topic.
First of all, how
to
do you
have.
stay with a wife that slept with your son's homeboy?
Because
That's the
why?
biggest-
Why are we?
Forget
why,
the slap.
Okay, so
Both
why
the
are?
slap.
Let's talk about
the slap is cool.
the accountability of knowing that these two people have had an open marriage from the times from forever.
Who told us that?
Pause. They both have
Okay, well, get you a grown
expressed
ass
this. But
man.
look, let me tell you this. So when Jada decided to sleep with young ass August Alzolina, however you say his name, she kind of say it one more time. You can't say it neither. See, we all fucked up. August Alzolina. Okay.
light skin kid.
When she decided to go and sleep with this younger dude, and the younger dude fell in love with her, he broke the code of what Jada and Will had been doing for years.
Wrong.
How so?
That's not the problem. That's not the problem.
Well,
You
first of all, they
you don't
shouldn't
wanna-
be doing
you
it
don't wanna hold her
anyway.
accountable. Guess what? Who has Will slept with? You don't know why.
A lot of people.
No. You know why?
He has said it.
You don't know the list. You know why? Because you don't see them out taking pictures.
Right.
Hugging.
But
What I'm saying is it's not that she slept with the young dude. That's not only she out taking pictures.
Definitely.
Bringing
Those
him on
were
the show.
because look, they
storing
had
him in his
maybe
$40 million mansion.
maybe you weren't
She a
paying
nasty
attention to
woman.
what them two was doing at that point in time. She was setting it up and stating that she was helping him with his mental health during that time frame. They had a whole show about it,
I know,
and during that
helping with his
time,
health.
she was
That-
helping.
that's how you help
She
a
she
person.
was helping
Sucking his
herself.
dry, helping him.
That's
She
how
was
you help.
helping herself.
That's how you get him off of drugs, baby.
She was definitely helping
Help me help
herself.
you.
That's the new dare. That's the new dare movement.
Help me help
dare
you.
to keep your kids off of drugs.
She was helping. She was, granted, Jada did probably help herself in that process, but where she made that mistake based on what they had been doing for years was she did it with somebody who fell in love with her, and maybe she was making false promises.
If I slept with my daughter's friend,
That's
I would be
disgusting as
called
fuck.
Disgusting.
It
And
is.
yet we're sitting here,
And do you
not
think
saying.
nobody I just
said
it was
disgusting as fuck. Do you need me to
say a little slower?
No, I'm just telling them.
I'm saying it was still the disgusting as fuck. I don't give a. It was still disgusting.
You gonna stop talking about the mentally challenged.
I didn't talk about them. I just said mine went the little thorn for
and
you.
And you pregnant right now, so you need to stop. Don't play with the Lord.
God is good. I'm not playing with the
All the
Lord. The
time.
Lord is good. I stay prayed up, Shay, baby. Hey, y'all need to go ahead and call in because I know that
They don't wanna
Frank
call.
done said a mouthful. 424-234-8670. Is that the right number? I think it is. Y'all call
They only
in.
call in when y'all up here talking them self-congratulatory narratives. When
Not at all.
When two men get up here, they ain't got nothing to say. They say, "Be quiet."
Okay.
You don't want to deal
This is a
with.
conversation they can't win right here.
Woo! We're not trying. I don't think it was a win-lose because at the end of the day, we both have said that yes, absolutely. Some women hold themselves accountable,
some
but
don't.
I agree with Ty said, but when they backed in a corner, that's when women try to take accountability. I don't agree with that. I feel like a lot of women still will dodge that. A lot of people will still dodge that narrative and then put that blame on you. Oh, if it's ending, a woman gonna let it all out. But if y'all still working together and they think that they're still,
no, you're not. Some of y'all don't want to deal. I mean, some people can't handle truth. You can't handle the truth. And what I'm saying is how many women got, a lot of men are not even talking no more. Because when he talked to her, she act like that thing with the, I don't understand.
Now who's talking about this child? Jesus, fix it, Lord Jesus.
I'm saying to you, people can't handle. And then I'm asking you, where are your friends who are holding you accountable?
A lot of, and agreed. A lot of women do not have a solid foundation of friends who is able to keep them held accountable, because the moment those friends try to hold you accountable, it's taken out of context as if it's a jealousy thing, or if it's
so if she can't accept it from
envious.
her friends, she ain't gonna accept it from no dude. So
it depends on the delivery, though.
You knew the dude.
No. What I'm saying about that
delivery
is, if you're coming at me from a place that you don't know anything about, that's different. But if you're coming at me from a place of love and guidance and respect,
you're wrong.
That's your homegirls. They coming at you from love, respect, and all that. But you
not
still
always though.
Sometimes
they talking shit that they
you
don't know
picking
nothing
some
about.
wrong friends.
No, what I'm saying is you got single friends.
Man.
If you're talking about a single friend that had never been married trying to tell you how to be married, she can't tell me nothing.
She probably read some books. She probably saw some good movies or something.
I disagree there.
You can talk on something you ain't done.
I tell you, crack is whack.
Oh yeah,
right,
that's
you
what,
speak on something
that's
you
what
ain't
Whitney
done.
said.
Yeah.
Crack
Listen,
is cheap.
I ain't never. There's some things I've never done that I can
hell of a
tell
drug.
you that you can.
Is it more of a drug if you sniff it or if you heat it up? I don't know the difference.
Hey, that's what Whitney tried to tell y'all. She don't do no crack.
I don't do no crack. That's what you put in the pipe and you.
He said she don't do no crack. She do pure. Listen, if you gonna get
I do purr. Give me that good. Good.
You know what I'm saying? Whitney do C's candy. She don't do Hershey's. Y'all better stop playing.
Hold on? You called it Hershey's? I don't know the difference, Lord. I'm too young for this conversation. Help me, Jesus.
You don't know the difference of Hershey chocolate?
I know what Hershey's is, and C's is that chocolate that you go behind the counter and they make it fresh and Frencher. Not fresh and Frencher, but they factor
Hershey's
it in.
Milk chocolate. It's watered down.
Oh, I love me a Hershey's with the chocolate things. But if you bring me a whole box of C's, it ain't gonna last to the end of the night. I'm just saying.
You don't know that's why you're pregnant now.
Shut up. Eating all the chocolate, Lord. Bring it to me. Eat it all night.
Your man ain't even chocolate. What are you talking about? He like,
that's what he just said. He just said he's
right.
He's darker than you.
He is not darker than me.
Yes, he
That's
is.
because he been in the sun a lot.
No, my son is about your complexion, but my husband is definitely darker than you.
I know your husband and his sister. They are nowhere near darker.
Yes, they eat. Okay, babe. They don't know. He colorblind apparently. So we're gonna get back into it. So Ty, you did say that. For Shay, I did have a question because you said you held yourself accountable with your ex, and I don't know what ex you were talking about. Doesn't matter here or there. But
you got?
what made? I'm just saying that
was just a disclaimer.
just to specify that this could be about either the last one or the one before that or the one before that. Okay.
Are you ready to date again? Because we can get somebody on the line. We can change this up.
Oh look, I got somebody for you right now, Lord Jesus.
I mean, 'cause you got the glistening, the lip gloss be popping.
It's
you know?
popping. You
That's
like that?
Bella too, by the
Shay
way.
Bella?
That's the Shay
Y'all
Bella.
see that purple glitz on her lips? It's popping, okay? Look.
Shay Bella
You said that you were able to actually sit back and hold yourself accountable, right? You were able to hold yourself accountable, right? Mm-hmm. So when it came down to you put it in your face.
Put it in my face.
Yes. Oh, she would have rubbed her
your
nose.
That's why you need to get you a white man. He don't go rubbing on your nose on nobody's pipe. No mic.
Oh, shit.
I'm rubbing my nose.
He gonna tell his wife, try that tonight. Hey,
know,
babe, put your nose on it.
Put your nose on it.
Just nudge a little bit. Okay,
and
so
my wife gonna be sitting right with you.
like, bitch, that's why you lit there. Okay, I'm not playing with you. He just said I did.
You don't put no snot on my nut. You the nuts. See, y'all doing some other stuff over there.
Hey, quick question. Y'all don't forget to like, subscribe, share because we're asking questions right now. Shay, quick question. I was getting into it and I forgot. You said you held yourself accountable, right? After the relationship was kind of sort of over, is there a reason why you didn't do that while things were still able to be salvageable? I don't know if that's the proper word, but that was it.
I didn't know. Like, there were so many things that I found out once I was on the other side of that relationship, that there were things that I didn't know. I didn't know the difference between narcissist and empath, which I learned immediately after my divorce. I didn't know the difference. I didn't realize that I had
You're a
been,
narcissist?
I am not.
So what did you mean about narcissist and empath?
I am an empath. He was a narcissist.
So see, this is not accountability. You
No,
just
but
threw this man under the bus. Why is he a narcissist?
But I'm stating
What
the
did
facts.
you do wrong? But
I
no,
don't.
no, no.
We're not about to make
What
this
you
about
salvage
him,
this?
though. But I'm telling you the things that I know. Okay, I'm talking about from.
A woman therapist told you that he was.
No, it was not a woman.
This was her. Let her get it out, and then you could ask your question.
Okay,
It
go
was
ahead.
It was a male therapist, if you must know. But
Did you give him some?
wow.
No, a lot of people sleep with their therapist. So
No, I did not sleep with my therapist.
You could have had white
Not.
meat, and she don't like white meat.
I don't like white meat.
So you had a
Or
white man
pink.
tell you about how.
I'm gonna need you
what
to
a
keep that
black man
mic
is.
real close.
You had a white man tell you about your black king. Hey, they've been trying to do that. All they've got us wrong.
Well,
They've got it in your.
Frank is gonna let you have it any and every kind of way,
Any kind of way
okay?
he
I'm
can,
gonna let it go. You let the
because he
white
not
man
even-
tell you that a black man was a narcissist.
Can I answer your question?
Yeah, Frank, we gonna mute you. But then we gonna still hear him. So go ahead. You didn't know the difference
I didn't
between
know
what
the
a
difference.
narcissist and an
I didn't,
empath
There were
was.
things I didn't know. I
Okay.
didn't realize that, there were things that
You
I
bring no
had
chicken.
with my situation. I suffered from anxiety throughout the marriage. I didn't know that until after it was over. There were things that went into play in this situation that I did not know.
How did you? Suffer
That's
from anxiety?
interesting
Why?
that you didn't know that
didn't
you were
know.
going through anxiety, because that's
would you
anxiety
have
is
anxiety?
something that
I've
you
had anxiety
experience.
for over 20 years and didn't know that that's what it was. I just thought that I was just, I don't know, feeling some kind of way. I didn't realize that it was an actual situation. And it wasn't just anxiety. I literally suffered from PTSD, anxiety, and depression. And I didn't get diagnosed until after I was separated from my ex.
So this has nothing to do with narcissism. This has to do with you had some mental stuff.
Needing to get through some things.
I needed to get through some things.
Okay.
But there
He
was
calls
also,
it?
but there was all, no, he
didn't help them be better.
He-
Can I assist with that one?
He,
Give you an alley-oop.
he was the lighter fluid
Oh,
on the fire.
Okay.
I mean, everybody looking for some lighter.
But I'm saying there were things that happened in my
Lighter
life
fluid.
as a young adult that I carried with me. But then when I got to him, he was lighter fluid for that situation. And I didn't realize this until I was on the other side of it.
Because your trauma,
trauma.
may have hurt him. Could it cause him to put up barriers? Could it be that he had to deal with your anxiety all day, deal with your post-T all day, that it drove him to seem like he was narcissistic?
Ladies, in the comments, y'all answer that, because I think that applies to our relationships, not just Miss Shay. Like, is there things that we're doing as women that kind of sort of, it's like an alley-oop for the men, like, boom, now I'm finna start tripping. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel sorry. You okay? Because I didn't know that you had all that. I ain't gonna.
I mean, I'm
mess
great
around.
now.
I ain't
Fuck
gonna-
you. Don't mess with me.
I'm
I'm on a whole nother
Don't wanna
space now.
trigger
Like,
nobody. You know what I mean?
I'm on a whole nother space now.
Well,
It's like
A1
it's
asked me
different.
to come on these shows. He got to let me know that I don't want to be.
He's an
I don't want to
asshole.
stand before
Okay.
God.
Are you
So-
about to check her purse?
Make sure she ain't got the gas.
Make sure I have
You
my.
go
that-
to her purse and that's making sure she took her medicine. What did you do?
I need somebody to call in tonight. Why are y'all scared to call in? Any
I
other
wouldn't
night,
call
we
in
got
either.
two
They
people
said
to
he's
call
back.
in. No, Frank is gonna definitely give it to you. If you have a question
I want your old
for any
host
one of
people
the-
to call in and tell us why they got booted.
He back on that.
they didn't get booted. We just took a break.
They don't have a show. You have one. They don't. That seems to me that they didn't make the cut in the network.
They took a break.
Story and you sticking to it as you should.
Frank, congratulations on the boxing gym. Okay, look, we
Yeah,
gonna take a right, left turn, quick,
Thank you.
quick jab.
Got a little close.
It's not too close for me, but I respect them enough to not. We again.
I respect them
we
too.
took
I love them.
We took a break. break. Good.
Breaky break.
So, Shay, I
ma'am.
can respect that. So there was things that you needed to work through, and that was you kind of sort of taking accountability regarding you tried to call in. Let me see. Hold up. Maybe I said the wrong number. My bad.
She said I've been trying to call.
A1 is away from the phone, so let me see. That could be my bad.
He get his metal detector.
Let me see.
No,
Hey,
we're praying for you.
Well,
I'm praying
last
for
week
you, though.
the phone number was on the
This lady.
screen.
Do you see the calls coming through? Go ahead and call right back if you did try to call in. Thanks for letting us know. That gush 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 lady got fired. Who's gush gush gush? Oh, who's gush 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 lady?
I don't know who.
Ross said gush 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 lady. I want to know who gush gush gushy.
That WAP.
Ooh, that's some wow. Okay, look. All right. So then Frank said that you need other people to hold you accountable. Let me just say this. In life, sometimes you could want to have someone else to hold you accountable, but if they're going through a storm sometimes, that accountability, like she said, it looks a little different. You know, it looks like I'm jabbing or I'm doing this. But for me, it is. We're gonna go ahead and take this call after in like 15 seconds. For me, it's that you, like Frank said, you do need to take ownership of what you're doing. If you can't, in your soul body, whether male or female, if you can't take ownership over what you're doing, then that's the issue. In problems, we're going to, hey caller, give me 1 second. And with problems, you're gonna there's one way to handle things. You can make things better or you can make things worse. By taking that accountability, you either gonna choose, I'm gonna stay in this worst situation, or you're gonna take accountability and say, you know what, I've done this. Let me escalate and revolve and evolve and try to fix this. Hey caller, thank you so much for calling in. You are now tuned into the Why Are You Still Single show. Who are we talking to?
You are talking to Mr. Snagglepuss. How y'all doing tonight?
Hey, Mr. Seven Wives Snagglepuss. We're doing well. And yes,
Yeah,
What's up, Snack?
and I'm doing blessed. How y'all doing? I'm listening. I'm watching. But y'all don't understand. Females don't understand. The reason why they don't take accountability for their actions, for their emotions, for their the way that they be sometimes, is because they don't understand or see themselves in the moment. Like they don't see themselves being the victim or playing the victim. They always think of themselves to be first. And it's kind of sad because just like old girl, she's an emotional train wreck. Like,
wait,
she don't
pause.
understand that
This
Are
woman
you
right there, right?
referring
Snag?
to-
Emotional train.
Snag, you talking about her, right?
Which one you talking about?
All her relationships
Hold on, this heifer,
heifer,
he got 7 wives that he don't take care of.
Wait, hold on, no.
So don't mind
You
him.
ain't
I'm
gonna
the
do that.
emotional train.
Snag. Snag. I just want to make sure you talking about the woman next to me with the
Purple lips.
glistening with the glistening.
Yeah, she need a
okay.
hug. She need a hug. She's an emotional train wreck. Like,
Interesting.
Yes,
And
Miss G.
everybody-
He's a
I can
whole liar
understand,
talking about accountability. We know that
Y'all-
no,
come on, let this man
no.
talk.
See, that's the thing.
I was reading
First,
comments.
in order for you, women don't accept they don't accept their wrong. They always try to make an
Preach.
excuse
Preach.
to justify their wrong. And no matter how wrong they are, they still try to make us
feel bad.
feel like they're right.
I agree.
So no, y'all gotta hold accountability to have, the first thing to admit a problem, you gotta admit that you have a problem. Like if you're an alcoholic, the first thing to becoming the seeing or realizing that you're an alcoholic, first you gotta admit to yourself that you're an alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people is toxic. A lot of females are toxic to a relationship, especially when they with men that's successful and already trying to bless them and make them happy and give them the world. And they can't accept the fact and make themselves happy, but they want the man to make them happy. A man can't make you happy if you can't make yourself happy.
Exactly.
But Snack, do you really got 7
Emotions
wives?
come from inside.
No, hell, I mean, yeah, he do
Say
in his
what?
mind.
I said, do you really got 7 wives though?
In his head, yeah. In his head.
No, I really want to
I
know.
have 7 wives that listen. My wives are all taken care of. They all love each other.
No,
and they all love me, and I love them evenly.
I'm asking you. You deal with 7 different women?
Absolutely. We got another caller coming.
We all live in the same house.
Oh, boy, you need to come
Matter of
to the
fact,
show.
that's 7. I forgot to tell them. I got 2 more. Since the last time I talked to him. I got 9 now.
You at 9?
He get 2 girls.
I'm at 9 now,
and
I got 2 more. See, when you get 5 or 6, see, that's attraction for more. And I'm really trying to get to 28. I'm trying to get to at least 28, so I can have 1 for each day of the month.
Now hold on, Snags. Now this by far,
I'm the train wreck.
This by far, aside from you calling my girl Shay Bella a train wreck, this by far has been the most educational comment that you have ever made in my hosting career of YouTube. Okay, so I just want to let you know that I totally agree that there are a lot of women who just won't take accountability and they'll flip the script. They the mastermind when it comes down to that.
Are these black?
So what Shay needs is a psychologist. She need a man that got a degree in psychology.
You say you need another one.
He
you
can't. Not with them. She's not gonna do it. She's not gonna.
No,
do
see,
it.
I can take Shay. I got a room for Shay. And she got a place. I got a place for my table for Shay.
Okay.
And I got and my wives were they would nourish her mentally and keep her in a cool mental happy place.
Sister wives.
I got a nice community. My community is growing. Like I said,
they all love the local.
I'm even taking applications. I'm open for applications right now. If any woman want to join the team, they can come on in.
Hey,
Hopefully, I decline.
I appreciate
respect. She even put some respect.
You don't have to, but I can help you psychologically. I can help you emotionally. I can help you. I know how to even make you feel better every day.
Aw, right. Snaggapus, I just gotta give it to you on having some knowledge today when you decided to call in, and you definitely made a good point. Thank you so much for calling in on tonight. Have a good one.
Snags that puss.
Especially when he pop out them teeth right there.
He pop out his teeth.
He did it on one of the shows, and I was like, "Shut up!" That's why they call you Snag, bro. I was lit. I was like, "Shut your mouth!" Like, man, ladies.
Yeah, Miss G fell out the chair when he did that.
Ladies that are in the comment. We have Grace Calhoun that says, I took accountability in my relationship with my ex. I should have went to counseling when he wanted to go. So apparently in this situation, her male wanted, we have the caller. All right. Thank you so much for calling in to Why Are You Still Single? This is Venus, aka Vita Goris. Talk to us.
What's up? This is Miss G. How y'all doing?
Hey, Miss G. What's going on, love?
What's up, G?
Yeah, nothing much.
So you've been watching the show this whole time, pretty much. From your take, do women hold themselves accountable?
Some do and some don't. It depends on where they're at and their own personal journey, is my thought on it. Same thing with men. It's the same thing. Depends on where they're at. In their journey in their life.
Why do you do that?
Because why if I'm talking about going to San Diego, why are we talking about Vegas? Do women hold themselves accountable? That's all that matters. Nothing has to do talking about a man, but this is what I'm saying. Y'all can't even talk about it without also saying, but men are in the same boat. Men don't do that with y'all. I gotta hold a man accountable.
Bruh, no, knock it all the way off. Cause you sat up here. You sat up here and said, you sat up here and interjected what men should be doing and what they do. And I'm just telling you what they don't do. It's the same thing. We could go back and forth with it. And like I said,
men don't hold themselves.
Some women, some of them don't. Like I said, same with the females. Some do and some don't.
Men in your life that don't hold themselves accountable.
Yeah, I totally have some homeboys. I've had some homeboys who haven't, and we've had some discussions and we've had some talk. Yeah.
And when y'all had the conversations and you held them accountable, right?
Yes.
And then when you held them accountable, did they receive it?
Sometimes. I can't. I mean, you can't tell each other what to do. All you can do is point it out,
Miss G,
and it's not on you to follow through.
All I'm asking, did they listen? What we're trying to say in here is women don't even have people who are even pouring into them to talk to them in truth. That's what we say.
What?
I agree. There are a lot, because a lot of women they shut down, and they don't even have females like yourself, Ms. G. How many good female friends do you have conversations with, like in-depth conversations with, where you guys are able to sharpen one another on what is right and what is not?
All of my homegirls, because I don't hang around people who
come on, Ms. G.
don't do what they supposed to do.
But Ms. G, are you absent-minded to the fact that there are females that are out, they exist, whether they from 15 to 80, that still?
I said that.
Oh no, I'm just clarifying the question for Frank. There you go.
No. What I'm
that's
saying
gonna be there, and
what I'm
the
saying
homegirls
is
not.
Miss G could be Miss G could be the anomaly. What I'm saying is there are a lot of women who are saying, I made these people my friend. She invited a bunch of the women to the wedding, and none of them told her she had anxiety. None of them told her she was dealing with post-traumatic stress. All the people came to her wedding, but nobody ever said, hey, girl, you might need to go get some therapy.
But there's also that
because that's a different topic.
Where they're not, where the women... Topic. There's also that side thing where these women also don't understand their traumas. If they're all growing up in the same neighborhood with the same backgrounds, with the same demographics, and none of them have that approach, it's
Venus,
like
everybody, somebody right now, you might say, hey, you can go talk to your husband right now and say, I got my homegirl, she gonna need some help. You can know it even if you are struggling yourself. Matter of fact, most people can point out other people and psychoanalyze other people when they can't psychoanalyze themselves. So what I'm saying is the problem is we'll go tell our mates, we'll go tell somebody else, but what is happening is the truth of the matter is most women can't hold her because y'all said it. If I hold her accountable, then she gonna say I'm hating. Mm-hmm. If I hold her accountable, then she gonna want to have a cat fight. What I'm saying is Miss G just said, but I can talk to my homeboys and say, this is what I say. He ain't over there having a cat fight. He ain't trying to do that. He listened. All I'm asking is accountability means I'm at least listening. I don't have to do what you say, but I have a listening ear.
But you also said accountability was that ownership. You didn't say accountability had anything to do with listening. So it can't be both ways.
I said y'all don't have the proper definition. When you're talking to your man and your man brings something to you that you've done wrong, that's ownership. That's called being a responsible, mature person. A responsible, mature person takes ownership for what they've done wrong.
Define accountability.
Accountability is that somebody is stretching me to a truth, because most of us, everybody truth is potent. You reject it. So what it does is they hold me to the fire till I change. Accountability is someone showing me truth and holding me until I change. And what I'm saying is most men do if most men do the first thing of change, they listen. I'm saying a lot of women don't have accountability partners because they can't even get to the point of change because they don't listen.
They're not listening. They selectively listen.
I know Miss G had hurt. I know.
I ain't hurt playing.
You don't know women.
I'm just listening to some of this.
I'm telling you, a lot of women don't. The biggest thing that most men will say is, women, you don't listen. That's the biggest.
That's because I'm gonna tell you why. Because y'all feel like y'all are supposed to have the last word, whether you're right or wrong, and that's not always the case. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I'll say this: it ain't about the last word. See, that's where y'all got it wrong. He don't want the last word. He wants to be heard. The final word. See, you got to understand.
Oh my God, semantics. We gonna do semantics up in here with final and last.
Problem is,
okay. Come on now, knock it off.
Go ahead.
I know etymology. Come on now, let's stop.
Ms. G, listen. It's like when you have a conversation with your girl or your wife, whoever, and you be like, do you understand where I'm coming from? She can never understand where you're coming from, but you can understand where she's coming from, but she would never try to understand where you're coming from. That's the biggest problem we have with women. Do you see where I'm coming from? You ain't got to agree with me. Just see where I'm coming from.
I understand that because
you don't want to see.
She don't never want to see, because just what I heard here is this, because she don't respect your position. And the problem is
that's heavy, ladies.
I'm listening to
that's
women
heavy,
right
ladies.
now.
You
they want to sleep with a real man. They want you to buy them stuff. They want you to jump in front of a bullet, but they don't want to accept you as the protector, the priest, and your covering. Because if you accept those things, then you gotta respect that.
Ladies,
what I say
are you respecting
is a place of authority.
what your man is saying in a relationship? So if you single,
now this laugh right
Wow.
here, this is one of them.
that's pressurous. Oh, that's that J laugh.
Nervous laugh.
Hey, listen, y'all that's too
What?
Hold on,
I always laugh at
y'all
some foolishness
look, y'all
sometimes.
gotta understand. Miss G is gonna be flew out. She is coming out here on 420. It will be
you
a
the one
show with
I've
her
been waiting for you, baby.
and
Bring them out.
Frank.
Bring them
And
out.
I'm telling you,
Bring
that
'em out,
show
baby.
is finna be.
Bring 'em
on
out.
I'm ready for this.
fire. 2 weeks
I hate
away.
that you gotta fly out here to do, but we're gonna do some exorcism. We're gonna get you delivered because Miss G.
You ain't gonna get me delivered in the dustbin.
Because
I'm delivered. I'm already delivered.
I'm gonna send you back so you can be a good wife.
Frank,
and you
she
gonna
was-
Yeah,
She was agreeing
whatever.
with
Not with that
everything
Bible
you
shit
said in
you
the
talking
beginning.
about. Not with that Bible shit you talking about. You can't tell me nothing.
Miss G, I'm not gonna even talk to Miss G. As much as
You
I
can't
love the
tell
Bible,
me
I'm not
nothing.
gonna have to use the Bible. I'm
Refer
gonna
to
use
timestamp
what I want to
706.
say to you, Miss G, is Miss G
Yeah.
coming out. Miss G, men, just the fact of science that men are stronger than women. Just the fact of science that men are mentally stronger than women. You need to know
Really?
if there was no
Wait up.
Miss G.
Oh my
if there
God.
was no
Okay.
Men
police,
should be.
if there was no
mentally
police,
stronger than women.
if
A
there was
good-
no
Oh my
police,
God.
if a
Y'all
man
guess
was
y'all ain't
coming to
seen
you-
these
You're not
neighborhoods
listening.
lately, huh?
You're not listening. But if a man, that's all
Because
I'm saying,
it's
Miss G,
bullshit.
if there was, I know, if there was no police, if there was not, and you had to deal with a man sitting there and you start over talking a man, what you gonna do when he get up and tell you to shut your mouth? You gonna
Do what I need to do. Do what I need to do. Do what I need to do. You a goddamn lie. I'ma do what I need to do. You don't know me all too well.
And what you gonna do is, I'm gonna tell you right now with the
I'ma do what I have to do and I'ma get off.
And what you gonna
I'ma do what I have to do and I'ma get off.
Either you're gonna shut your mouth or he's gonna shut it for you. He gonna let
Okay, well, and then you'll go, and hopefully he'll go away.
Are you indicating that he's gonna do domestic violence?
No, what I'm saying is, first of all, I don't even believe it's domestic violence.
I hear your point, but I'm going to ask you on top of that.
Well, you over there
because the
promoting
more
it.
conscious.
I am not, ma'am.
Because the more conscious.
That's just what you said.
No, what I'm saying to you is women live in a world where they have privilege, and so they run their mouth and they saying this bullshit and they talk.
We run their mouth.
Listen, they're talking to men.
They
in a
talk
way
at men. Let's say, because
right.
they're not talking to
They're
them. They'll
talking
talk at them.
They're talking at men.
I've been there, done that.
When these are the same women, that you know. A man know if he talk. I tell people all the time this: if you talk at anybody of authority, there's going to be a response. Mm-hmm. Black men, you don't think I'm stopped by the police all the time. I'm bothered. No matter how successful I am, the police bother me.
Why you look like a square? I'm playing. I'm just fucking with you.
I'm black. And what I've realized
you
is
light,
this.
But okay.
I ask myself this. Do I want to go home to my kids?
Yes.
Do
so
I want to
act
deal?
respectful.
So therefore, I allow him, no matter how crazy he is with his authority, I understand he has the authority. I let it go. What I'm saying to you is women are living in a world of privilege, so they say certain things and talk to me at a certain way because they know they got the system.
We are not living in a world of
What?
Hold on, I
we are
can
living
understand.
in a world of
Oh my
non-masculine.
God.
I hear what you're saying.
Hell is going on here.
I'm the woman that's going to agree with Frank there, because at the end of the day, there
Oh,
are a lot of
wow.
Me Too women. There's a lot of women that's like, oh, I do this by myself. I do this by
Wow.
myself. So I am going to talk to this man like I'm the king of my own goddamn castle because I can.
Because we
but,
are.
And there's not
Wow.
there's not a problem with women being able to hold their own. However, when it comes down to that feminine touch, when dealing with a man, you have to know how to put yourself back in place when you're talking to a man. I don't give a damn how irate he makes you. You have to know when to calm that shit down. And if you don't know how to calm it down, you have to know how to say, you know what? I was a little overboard yesterday. Can you forgive me? I should not have done XYZ. And that takes a whole lot of growth and maturity in women to even be able to do so.
do your kids? You have kids, so
yeah.
Do your kids? You think your kids ever get mad at you?
Oh, absolutely.
Your kids get mad at you. What your kids know to do? Your kids know
to shut their damn mouth because if not,
they know not to even engage. This is what I'm saying to you. Why? Because not just because you're the mama.
They've been trained that way.
You have. I give you that. You have a power and a strength. I remember when we was growing up, you knew the strength of a man because your coach would come in, he'd put his hand down on you. You knew those things, right? Because so I didn't go try to fight a grown man in junior high because I always knew my coach would push me or something. I knew the strength of a man. That strength taught me to say you don't want to check a man like that. What I'm saying is we got in a society where women will run in a man's face and then
be mad that he done smacked her.
You shouldn't even. It shouldn't even be. I need to calm down. I should not run in a man's face and engage him. Hit me.
Where did this conversation come from? That ain't what.
I'm trying to get you ready on the plane. I hope they flying you first class, baby, because you're gonna need to rest.
What are you talking about? My thing with you, Frank, is
talk to me.
In this exact conversation, we are coming here and we're having a debate. A debate is one thing. Things do get heated in a debate. If we know that we're having a debate, it's situational. I'm not talking to you in no relationship factor or to come be aggressive or to come be aggressive. But he was talking about me flying out there. But what I'm saying is, it's a debate, but then you got to talking about that's the problem. Y'all think y'all can say, but if we're debating, that's a whole nother. That's a whole. You conduct yourself in a whole nother way when it's a debate time. So I don't get where talking crazy, getting smacked, and doing all this carrying on. What is that? Why are you even bringing that up,
Miss G? I was using examples, but Miss G, we're always able to do a debate. The problem I have is you said that it's situational, and this is what I'm trying to tell you. And everything else in the world is objective. Everything's objective. The sun exists or don't. It's either night or it's dark. There's not a situation happening right now. There are things that have to be seen as true. You're situational, and because you're situational, to me, I would call it unstable. And most men cannot deal with the instability. They can't deal with that unstableness of a woman. And that's why
unstable creatures.
Yeah. And that's why if y'all find out men are leaving, because no one wants to sit around with things that are just all over the place. And if you're situational, you're all over the place.
Frank, let me say this too, because I do agree that there's women. But before you go, Miss G, before you come back with what he said,
I'm not, because he on a whole nother. I don't know what the hell he over there talking about.
I'm telling you,
and so am I.
Most people do when they can't take it. They want to say,
no, because I don't care for word salad. I don't care for word salad. I'm directed to the point.
We're gonna have to use that.
That's what he's over there doing. A bunch of word salad, trying to sound smart, bro. You just a bunch of word salad.
I'm not trying to sound
salady.
I just think that when I got 2 degrees.
I'm trying to sound salady.
I do got 2 masters and a doctorate, but watch
He's
this.
a very eloquent.
Okay, and I got a master's too, and your point, and 20 years military service, and your point.
Thank you.
So what are we doing?
Thank you for your service, Miss G. What you just told me, though, you decoded what you just said to me, Miss G. Is you get listen what you said. I get direct to the point. I go straight. You word salad. So what you tried to tell me was I get feminine energy, and you say you give masculine energy. I get straight to the point. You trying to use
right because there's a balance of both. We all have female and masculine energy, so I don't know what you're talking about.
You tried to man me.
We all have female and masculine energy.
Like I was finna say,
there's a yin and yang. You know what yin and yang is?
Yes, and that's and that's exactly what females understand that they have. They know when they can overstep that boundary, and that's what makes men go a little sideways, go a little off. When you meet a man with that same energy, you're met with that, and it's an unfair situation when some sometimes you need to just calm the hell down. We know what we're doing. There's not a woman in America that does not know or does not understand when they're out of place, out of pocket, and out of touch when it comes down to a conversation with a man, when it comes down to accountability. There's not one, because that little guilty bone in our spirit, in our soul, in our flesh be like, bro, he caught you. Bro, he know what's going on. Shit, like, what you gonna do? And the child in us, the immature person in us be like, you know what? Tell another lie. You know what? Puff up on him and make him think that it's him. Make him think that he the one crazy. And it's very unfair for us women to do that. It's very unhealthy even, because now this man is stuck tormenting himself in his own mind with what we done did. And we be knowing like, shit, that was wrong.
Help him, please.
That was wrong.
Help him,
and that's where we as women, I do it sometimes. I'm not perfect by a long goddamn shot. And I tell people this all the time. I never try to portray myself as perfect. There's times where I'm told that. And I have to take a step back and you be like, you know what? You was a bit right. But I'm not elevating my tone. It's just I'm not, my bad. I'm not doing that. I have to do things in my time. It does not make it right. But I do take accountability. And that's what a lot of us women, we do lack. That accountability that men needs to have so they can continue to feel like that protector, that provider, that household king that he is. But if you walking around your house macho with your boxers on and you don't need a king, then, you know, that's understandable. You don't want one. Okay, cool. Got you. Say that.
A battery will never work without positive and negative. About a positive. And the problem that's happening is a lot of women, they're talking and they don't understand how things work, right? Practicality, practice. And so what I'm saying is you can't have too masculine energy. Even with our gay brothers, I rarely see in a community two man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
You must say watch Hood Boys. What's that show? I'm playing with you, dog. I'm just playing with you.
Even with my lesbian sisters, I see people who got studs. And I didn't say they don't fight. I didn't say he wasn't a man. I'm just saying you always see a dominant one. You always see, and I'm saying in relationships, that what is the problem is women are fighting their man to be dominant. And you don't have to, and it really happens. It really happens in our communities.
That's a good one.
Women are fighting me to be a better man than I am when I've been made to be a man.
Wow.
You can't what can Michelle say? You can't raise a man. You can't raise a man. You can't force a man to be anything other than what he already has been prepared to do, what he's been scoped to do. But are there situations and circumstances where men will change for that woman that he's with? Absolutely.
Change to be a queen?
No. I'm sorry. I meant change to be a better man.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So that's what I was what I was saying at. There's times where men will change to be that better man
and
that women
for my
inquire.
wife.
But it's because he wants to.
If you're the wife, what you don't know is, I tell young men all the time, if you find a woman who can love you better, more than you love her, matter of fact, because you will drive down the street and say, damn, I got to step my game up.
That's the one.
Women, there are women, if they will play their position right, can cause a man to grow because he's thinking about, dang, all the things. He's logically thinking that. The problem is, I'm telling you, women have been taught to meet men with masculine energy. And so I tell women, I've had to say this to my wife.
The dynamic though, of how they're raised.
I don't even argue with my wife no more. I tell her this. This is what I tell my wife. I say, that man in you gotta leave out my house.
But have we been
I got a quick question.
But wait, have we been taught that, or have we had to step up and be that because men are not doing their job correctly sometimes?
Can't sleep in my bed.
I have a quick question.
Hold on, Ms. G, 1 second. Hold your question, please. Now, you asked a good question. You said, is this...
Are we being taught that, or are we having to step up and fill a void where men are not stepping up?
I just want to let all women know there is nothing you can do to be a man, to play that male position. I don't give a hot hell if you paying your own rent, paying your own car note, paying your own student loans off. I don't care that you're doing that. That makes you a boss queen, okay? these are things that you have to have in life to continue to move on, push forward. If you have children in that situation and you're the only one doing for that child as you're supposed to, that makes you a phenomenal queen. At no point, at no circumstances did you gain any masculine items or any masculine time while you're doing what a woman needs to do to push through that circumstance. Now, we say, did we have a man teach us this? Like, are we doing this because there was no man and we had to step up to be the man? No, you're doing it to better your situation for yourself. And when you meet a man, that king, he is going to take that load that you guys have and make it easier for you, his queen, because why? You deserve that.
Right, but the problem be the women, they don't get on the level that they at. They go down and get a dude. They got to pick up the slack,
and they got to pick the dude up.
Yeah,
But that's a retarded circumstance.
But that's what women do. Then they get mad at men.
You haven't
the wrong man. Now you mad at all.
And why would
men.
you choose to have? This is the problem. I don't think women think of. Why did you choose in today's society? Why would you choose to have a baby by somebody who you now talking about? I gotta be. You don't have a probability of believing. I'm not saying everything is for sure, but you do. If you put enough gas, you put gas in your car to believe that you're gonna get to where you need to go. You make sure you leave at a certain time. Doesn't mean that traffic is not gonna be there, but you do everything on probability except open your legs to a man.
Right. That's
it amazes me. Right. Oh, he wasn't gonna stay. He wasn't a staying type of man in the first place.
And you knew that, and you still got pregnant by this dude.
20% of the men, 20% of these men are making the same. They're the baby daddies. These women are having multiple kids by 20% of the same men. That's what statistic is saying. So what I'm saying to you is
you know why they ended up in that situation?
If you knew he had 4 other baby mamas,
you know why they ended up in that situation?
Why are you trying to be something different?
They ended up in that situation because nobody is actually dating to date. People are dating to do things. People are dating to have intercourse. People are dating and ending up as irresponsible adults.
There's condoms and stuff like that.
And when somebody wanted to date you guys, it wasn't what you wanted. It wasn't at the time you wanted. I see more women talk, I got to go through school. Baby, you are at your peak. Them 20s, that's all you got is your peak. Everything outside of that, you got to think, by the time you get closer to your 40s, you dealing with 2 types. You dealing with men who've already been married. Right? And now you got a whole big thing. You got women who now are divorced. You got women who are coming out of school. You got women. You got all type of women now you're competing with. When there was that dude who was liking you, but guess what? I'm not available. I don't want it. I'm looking at somebody else. All of these things, and then women want to say nobody's trying to date you. No, baby, they were trying to see you. And then the question is this. I always ask this. You ask a woman what her ideal man is. She'll say, she always got to tell you somebody over 6 feet. Only 20% of the population of America is over 6 feet. I ain't talking about black people. Only 20% of men in America is over 6 feet. So why the hell do you want somebody? Why are you fighting for the 20%?
Finally doing some high heels.
Ugh, nigga.
You better find that nigga who's 5 feet tall, who's going to love you and stay home with you.
Is you still on the line? Because I hear another call coming in.
GG.
Miss G, did we hang up on you? I think we lost her. Sorry, Miss G. I know you had another question, and I was trying to get back to you, but we need to let Frank finish talking about how women don't be picking out the right men's.
I just want to give you statistics, baby. But I know y'all don't like them statistics. It be burning, huh? It's like alcohol. It be burn. Let it burn.
I mean, because there are a lot of women that is very strategic. He got to have 6 figures. He got to have a job that's like this. He got to have this. He got to have money. He got to have this. He got to be able to take me here, there,
no
there.
Accountability.
Then they say all that. That's retarded. Then they say all that, and then they go get the game banger.
and then the women, and I've said this before, women don't equate themselves with what they don't align themselves with what they truly want. We talked about that about 2 shows back. Like, are you aligning yourself to be the woman that you want? Not the woman that you want in a man, but are you aligning yourself to be the woman that type of man needs, wants, or craves, desires? Because let's be honest, you shouldn't be in a relationship if this man don't crave you, don't desire you, don't want better for you, and don't see don't see y'all elevating together, like Period. He should elevate on his own, but he should also see him and you elevating as a team. Like, what's y'all next step? Y'all been here. Okay, what's next? Y'all gonna just stay here? Nah.
And I think too, it's about how we talk, right? I will say if I'm getting emotional and I can't articulate what I'm going on, my wife has the right to say, "Hey, man, drop that feminine energy." She has the right to say that. She don't have the right to call me no B. You know what I mean? She don't have no right to be like, she don't have no right, but she has the right to say, "Hey, bro, let me check you. Like, why are you over here in
That's
a
damn near calling me a
yeah,
bitch,
but you know
but
what?
It's a respectful tone.
She talking to me in a respect to tell me.
I'm gonna try that. Hey,
like a little bitch
I'm
right
gonna need
now.
to drop
No,
some of that.
no. You don't need to say that. You just have to grab him and say, "Hey, babe." Babe,
I prefer you being soft right now. Don't
okay, well you can say
don't feminine me though.
Well, at the end of the day, some of these dudes you watching them out here,
but I think
they out here throwing literal tantrums. Like you like, I feel like by
facts.
the time you got a homeboy, he throwing tantrums. I'm like, I feel like I got a whole.
Can you give us can you give us an example of what a
I'm walking
tantrum?
away.
Ty, give us an example of what a male tantrum
So
is, because
I'll
I want to
give you
say
one.
before you do, I want to say that as women and as men, you guys, we all have to address the fact that men do have feelings, and it's not okay to be dismissive.
That's not what I'm talking about.
I didn't say you was. I'm just addressing it. Is that cool with you,
But
big
we do
dog?
have feelings.
But men have feelings, and women, strong women, we are very dismissive sometimes of what those feelings are, as if stating these men like, look, you can't.
Why do
feel
you
that
call
way.
it strong instead of just calling yourself masculine? It's not being you could be a strong woman and
I'm a strong.
you're being
I'm gonna
masculine.
speak on my behalf. I'm a strong woman because of what I continue to survive through. My day-to-day lifestyle tells me that I'm a strong woman. So I don't know how other women choose to use the word strong in respect to them as a woman. But for me, my day-to-day and what I encounter, what I endure, what I go through, what I continue to push through, that's what makes me strong.
So the majority of people, if they still living and breathing, they're pushing through it. So they're strong.
If that's how you want to call it, yeah. If
you're still alive right now and it hasn't killed you and you decide to keep on living through it, then that's what you just defined. They're strong then.
Okay, and you defined it as masculine.
And I'm saying to you is if that's the general consensus of everybody is strong because they're living through it, then you don't have to use the word strong. They're just human.
No, that's the word I choose to use. And if you don't like it, you can kiss my balls. I'm playing. I
balls.
said that to somebody else, and it went way far left.
Yo,
Frank,
balls.
now you know I don't got no boys.
I don't know. Listen, I don't know what be going on.
This would be a miracle if you would.
Right, because I'm pregnant as hell. I ain't got no. Wait, no, because I was finna say them. We not gonna get on that because it's.
You said they getting pregnant?
Maybe
I
wasn't thinking you had like natural balls. I think maybe you had hemorrhoids. You know?
Oh hell no! Hey, that's possible. They say that every 1 in 5 women get those when they delivering a baby. Lord, don't let me hemorrhoids flare up. You hear me?
Yours is so big, he ain't look like balls.
Hey, that's possible, man. I seen some
And your
videos.
husband gonna divorce you too.
Right, like bitch,
He
get your loose booty hemorrhoid having ass
how did
out
her
here.
husband leave her at the delivery date?
She
Like,
grew some balls.
She
grew some balls.
Lord, forgive me, because if you turn if I don't have hemorrhoids, by the way, you know, I was finna say,
man.
pretty, but it is. You heard that? I had to say it on the mic. Hello, but no, for real.
Crazy.
Do your husband watch this show? I know he be like, my damn wife. He be on the shit, my damn wife.
But I'm strong, you know, and there's a
You strong. I just heard you're right. You won. She is strong as hell, man.
Okay, I can breathe. No choking. Oh no, I don't choke me. I'm eating the candy. I was eating a sour head, and that's what she referred to.
This is why your sex bed ain't going good, because I don't know what Venus on that.
Drink your water, Frank.
I know. Like, if you keep going, I'm going to get some white Hennessy. I know it.
Oh, yeah. Make sure you grab this bottle.
The white bottle.
Make sure you grab.
Bust me out? You don't bust me out?
Make sure you grab this bottle, not the other bottle.
This came from Jamaica, so I.
Okay.
I'm saying my boy down here gets stuff you can't even get in the.
Hey, I just came
Hey,
from
big,
Jamaica.
Ask him to show you the other
Yeah,
bottle,
man.
though.
Yeah,
But
man.
somebody
Show you
was
the
going
other
to
bottle,
tell
though.
me what the. No, I see. It wasn't even me.
Wow. Okay.
It wasn't even me. Boom, boom. Okay, so look.
You been looking at bottle? What you doing?
Oh wait, see see what happened when you don't come up on time?
That you wasn't privy to.
Oh.
Make sure that's out the camera screen because
Does it look like pure Hennessy?
That's dark. That's Hennessy VSOP.
it's the VSOP one though.
He believe in taking care of the earth, and he don't recycle them bottles. What you mad? What you getting mad at my boy for?
You know what I mean?
Put it on the table then.
You know what I mean? Hey, don't do that. Don't
Put
do
it up
that.
on the table. No, I'm kidding. I was asking
It's on
very.
the table. It's in the cup.
I was asking very specifically. Can you please
Blue
give
cup.
our callers what an example of what a male tantrum is, so that we can identify what a tantrum is versus someone just being emotional.
So
I'll tell you exactly what this homie's gonna say after you act like that.
so
You acting like a bitch.
Yes.
Okay, but
so
I'm thinking.
So there's a couple that I counseled. The man had multiple times that he had stepped out of his relationship, and his woman was dealing with all of that. Wow. Angry, mad. She was dealing with all of that. So she ended up. What ended up happening is towards the end let me not say towards the end, but what has happened currently, what was happening was he has stopped showing her attention. So she would understand. She didn't like being cheated on, but I think she kind of understood as long as she had kind of came up to like, I better be the number one. I better not find out. Like, you kind of figure out a way to how to deal, and you kind of. But then
as long
when
as
he
you ain't
stopped
doing all this for her.
So what happened
settling.
Is some guy reached out to her. She started talking back, and she sent him a pic.
She sent some nudes.
She sent him a pic.
Wow.
I'm gonna pick his nudes.
Now,
nudes.
Now, not only was it just cheating, but it was some stuff that we say is out of bounds. Like you can't be doing the wife stuff, co-signing, taking care of different stuff.
Oh Jesus!
For
the next
side. You get what I'm saying? It's all that. So when he found out she had the nudes and all, it was like, I'm taking him out.
Girl.
You hurt? You broke? Come on out. Let's go eat. Nah. But I just want to let him know is I'm divorcing her. I'm done. And I just have to say to him, bruh, she done took 3, 4. The things you did was totally worse than. I understand where you at. I'm a man. I know what you at. But I just want to let you know, she done took some hits from you that nobody should ever take. So you just being able, throwing
man can't take the same hurt.
I'm throwing this stuff out.
They can't.
What I'm saying is after you get done doing all of that, as a brother is holding you accountable. Mm-hmm. I said, I want to get the divorce papers. I want to sign. Bro, you just found out. You just saw the pic last month. Last night. You need to take some time.
How long ago was the picture from the time that he found it? I know you don't know specifics.
It was like
a month?
It was like
recent.
A couple days.
Oh shit, it was fresh.
So what I'm saying is it's fresh right now. So instead of you trying to go make this permanent decision to right, because that's not where your heart really is. What you are is you hurt
bad.
You're embarrassed, and you thought you was infallible. Now you realize, she could do the same thing to me. So
but he opened that same door.
And so what I'm saying is, guess what happened? You might, after all the emotion clear, you might say, I can't stay here. But do it not emotional. Yeah. Do it objective. And so what I'm saying is, but you throwing fists. Now you doing stuff that you're supposed to do.
Oh, she a dirty bitch. No,
you
I
ain't even
can imagine.
You now telling her, the girl you call. Now you have been denied. You've been denying that you've ever cheated. Now you saying, the girl I did with so and so, because she did everything I want.
Now he throwing it in her face. That's whoa.
So what I'm saying is, in this case, bro,
that's mind blowing.
That's
bro. Bro. You leaking. You being vindictive. You
being petty.
You being petty. Yeah. Hey, bro, come on back. And what I'm saying is that right there, that's when I'm gonna say, nah. So what I told him is, you need to come on here, hit these bags in this gym. You mad? Come tear these bags.
So he got a free membership for what he was going through? I just wanted to find out for the people in the back, because I'm finna deliver a baby, and I'm gonna need to hit some bags.
I'd rather give a black man a free membership to a gym till he get out of his crisis than him to hit his woman, or for him to be out there giving feminine energy.
So right now, if you're giving feminine energy and you are a listener to the show, please call in and let us know. I need a bag.
Hey,
I need to hit a bag.
There's a guy named Raw Davis on here. He gives a lot of feminine energy. A lot.
Leave Raw alone.
My boy here.
dude.
See, this is what I love about a man. He gonna just call it out. You in here just.
Lay Slay says that in
That
that
dude,
situation.
fact check, give a little bit. Snag, give a little bit.
It say Lay Slay says she was trying to get attention from the other man because she wasn't getting it from home. The back and forth makes it no better on both parts, but point proven by her. She got to prove her point. Women, we always trying to prove a point.
But what I told her is this is the only problem is. He ain't gonna never. So what you don't understand what a man is it's always in his. He's always wait. He gonna wait. And even 10 years from now, you think it's over, and he's gonna pull it out.
It back up.
And
you know that. Remember that
like
time
a fish.
you sent my body to
no.
somebody?
He not gonna. That's the problem thing.
So you telling me they had a Will Smith and Jada Pinkett relationship?
That's what I said. It sounded like
no. I don't think. No,
everybody sleep with everybody.
I think with Jada and them, they were open. I think what happened with this.
He said
I think this what happened with this.
Boy, how the tables turn.
I think. What
I was trying to whisper to my boy.
I think what happens with sometimes some women, they wrap their whole existence in
a man
and loyalty to that man. So if a man step out, what's wrong with me? I must not be that. They like really look at their significance based on
know how boss.
There ain't nothing wrong with them.
Because a lot of women,
that man
really
just messed up,
right? And because a lot of women go around thinking like
they don't know their worth.
Him this cat, this vagina gonna make him keep falling off, and you don't understand, boo. That's not how it works.
Vaginas come in different shapes, sizes, and colors, but they all have the same function, and that's what females need to understand.
No, but that's not because the WAP. She told you the wet. Hey, now the problem is ain't nobody talking to their gynecologist because you that darn wet. You might have some problems. That brother down there eating that wet, you got to be careful.
Down there eating cottage cheese. Is that what you trying to say? He's not eating.
I'm trying to tell you that caused that yeast infection. You can't be you wet all the time like that. And then you looking at a woman who telling you, I don't cook, I don't clean, but I got that ring. And then her dude put on the thing. Look at her, she cleaning, she lying to y'all. So you got people who are pushing and you got women who promote and nobody held Cardi B.
We gotta understand too. There's a difference between entertainment and real life.
That's not entertainment.
Entertainment and real life. Entertainment is that music industry and what they're doing. Example, you have a lot of artists who clearly be talking about shooting guns, selling drugs, and they ain't touch no powder ever in their life. They don't know how to bag up an eighth to save their life.
But they are telling somebody's story though.
It ain't theirs.
What I'm saying is they're telling
entertainment.
Somebody, right? But what I'm saying is they're telling somebody's story.
Entertainment.
I'm telling you that y'all women who are representing y'all culture, they're not even telling the real story.
Well, do you? Okay, let me ask you. Did you watch?
I don't cook. I don't clean.
Did
but
you watch her interview after she dropped that song?
Who you talking about?
No, I don't watch
Cardi
her.
B.
No. I don't watch
Just
her.
buy it all?
No, that's the little Latina.
She bought all that.
She got the booty teeth. She fixed her teeth.
Yeah, I don't watch her because
okay.
I don't like
in her interview, she definitely clarified. Hey, trust me. I cook for my husband. I cook for my this. I do this. This is music. This is the entertainment.
So what she's saying is I'll make money.
Was she a stripper?
And I'll promote.
She was a stripper. Yes.
I'll promote and I'll promulgate. I'll promote this to women and have women follow it. And I'll make money off of y'all.
Yeah.
But so again, this is only in our culture do we embrace people.
She's a Latina. But okay, she are black people.
She ain't telling a Latino woman that. She ain't saying that in todo habla español.
Okay, I got a question, Miss Shay. You got some stuff going on your TikTok. You want to explain what's on your TikTok?
You got a fans only page?
Oh, he trying to go find it. He gonna search it up.
I do not have an OnlyFans. Thank you. No,
you sure? I'm just trying to tell you. You should promote that only for that lip gloss you got. That you should get that to all the women on the fans only. I'm trying to get you the million.
Absolutely.
What is it called? What is your lip gloss called?
Shay Bella.
Shay Bella needs to be for all the women.
What color is that? It's just Shay Bella. What color?
Shay Bella Exotic. That's for all the OnlyFans women. If you get this, you'll get 1 million people on your OnlyFans. The Shay Bella, it got the
Can
glisten.
You put it on both sets? I'm just kidding. It's just for these sets. All right, got you, Timber. Hey, how's you going out there? What's going on? But talk to me about
Bella is so good that when you get done, it still stay on. You know what I'm saying? Shay Bella, baby.
Hey,
OnlyFans, you can do 3 or 4 videos. knows when you put Shay Bella.
It is not on her cup. That is some bull. That's amazing.
You need to let me be your manager. I'm about to get you rich. You understand what I'm saying?
Look at. I don't know if y'all can see this, but I first of all,
she using that cheap. That's that cheap.
I'm gonna tell
that's
your
that
ass.
cheap. That's that cheap.
That's that shit. $3
I
ain't gonna lie, motherfucker.
That's that Dollar Tree.
No, it did not waterfall it.
I ain't gonna lie, nigga.
And it's not on either glass, by the way.
So look at the difference in this. My lipstick, mind you, my lipstick was probably just like $4 if I'm gonna be honest. And hers ain't on the cup. That purple would be bleeding all over that thing unless she's like literally.
And they got liquor on it.
And she got a serious tongue.
You can sleep with this.
Take a sip of that. Let me see
it one more time.
She got a tongue situation.
Which one with her tongue?
No, I'm saying like we gotta watch how she drink it. Okay, so she put it all in her mouth.
Snaggy.
She put it all in her mouth. That's why it's not
make her woman number 10 Snaggy. This girl.
See, my lips not on there. Why? If I drunk like that, you just taught me how to drink and I put my lipstick on the cup. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lee. What's going on with your TikTok? Talk to us.
Well, first of all, my TikTok is brand new. I've only been on TikTok for a couple months, but I posted a video about a month ago.
Oh, I saw that.
That
I was responding to it too, but I ain't gonna send it up because you told me.
Go ahead.
Anyway,
he lied.
No, I did. I got it right.
Anyway, it was basically I was saying that men do not approach women anymore. Like as a single woman, men do not walk up to you or remember I used to drive down the street and a guy would be like, just pull up at the light and be like, hey, how you doing? I'm just saying.
Okay.
But those kind of things don't happen anymore. You could be out at they say you meet the men at the grocery store. Like it doesn't happen. There's no interaction. There's no personal interaction anymore. So
that was why?
That was part one of the video. And then it went into just the fact that the DM has taken over personal interaction and that men now feel the need to slide into DMs because it's
going
safer.
Down in the DM.
It's safer and they feel like they can hide from the rejection.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
He
did. So
with
now,
my other color on.
Now I see. Now I see you, and you still got your cross and stuff. So you said that. You said who name is right here above your chest? Is that?
That's nobody's name. That says love. Baby.
Okay, love. All right. So you said let's deal with. You said men. You said that there's men are talking to you in your DM and you have a problem with men talking to you in your DM.
I would prefer that it didn't happen that way.
Do you respond to them?
99% of the time, no. If it's somebody that I know through somebody,
these
I will
grown ass men.
Grown ass men.
But you know the problem is this, and this is the problem I want to tell you. This is what happened. This is why y'all gotta be careful when you get married. When you get married, stuff stops. You're still stuck in a time when we grew up.
Mm-hmm.
So you talking about taking me out? They don't do no. The time has progressed. You still stuck back when they used to be. So that's why when y'all get married, y'all need to stay because you be coming out and you thinking you didn't understand. You still working on a microwave when they got an air fryer. You got to come up.
Air fryer.
You like the dude who got out of jail and he still got crisscross on. You know what I mean?
See
like,
50-year-old man in some skinny jeans.
Okay, so then there was another piece.
That's gay.
There was another piece of
he need Jesus.
So then
and then let me ask you this: why do you think why men have got smarter? Why am I gonna take you out on a date?
We can Netflix and chill.
We not chilling in Netflix.
Cost me.
We're not.
If I meet you, it's going the gas, the date, and all that is gonna cost.
Don't say gas.
Is now
nowadays.
talking about over $2. It can be anywhere from $200 to $500 to take you on a date to find out if I want to continue with you. That's a bad investment.
That's super bad. I put 91.
That's
in my car
not
today.
a smart.
That's not necessary. That's not necessary.
Where am I going to take you?
spend,
where are we going to McDonald's?
No, we don't have
Even
to go
there,
to
that's
McDonald's.
a $20 burger.
We love
Meet me
to
at
see
the
you
park for a
smile.
picnic. That's what we gonna do. Meet me at
But
the
I'm
park.
saying you can be more
like
creative.
food. Bring the chicken, nigga.
Museums,
Bring the chicken.
There's
You
museums. There's stuff.
Museums
that you can do.
cost and gas is $7.
The museum on First Street only $9. I went there for a college project.
My point is,
I did
it
a Tupac
doesn't.
museum.
If you give it some
That's
thought and
$25
you're
right?
creative, it doesn't have to be
No,
a
I
$500
want
date.
to get to meet you so I can know. Because just like you said, like I need to get to meet you if you got anxiety and post. Because you know what I mean. I don't want you to flip out. I don't want nothing to happen. I don't want to flip and trigger.
And that's a stereotype that I resent.
No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is I need to get some. I need to get. You're talking about the mental. You know what? You're just so insensitive. What I'm saying is
I want problems.
I want to get some core to know who you are before I invest.
So Shay, I think the proper question and what he's trying to address is what would you, being a woman that doesn't feel like she's getting approached, what would you say to men, Frank? What would you say to men?
It's more expensive now.
Would be the proper way to address you or talk to you if the DMs ain't acceptable. If they don't have your phone number, should they post on your wall and let everybody know, hey, Shay, I would like to talk to you.
I don't want to meet you over social media at all.
But how are you going to meet them?
Is your address on social media so they can come knock on your house?
I'm out in the world.
I think the proper way to do it is just to conversate for at least a couple of weeks. Right, converse. There you go.
I had your back.
Yeah,
that's it, big dog.
My wife would have kicked my ass. She heard me say that.
But you don't making us look
out
crazy.
In the world. I'm driving down the street. I'm in the mall.
I'm
at the store.
Stop the whole traffic.
Damn, girl, I seen that boo-doo. Stupid. That's what he posted.
No, but I'm saying I'm out in the world. I'm not a hermit. I'm out in the world. So I'm saying approach me correctly as a woman. Don't slide in my DMs. I don't want that.
What I'm saying is
that's also DMs.
That's also a time.
Hey, you just be like, hey.
But you got to get to know him.
What you doing?
Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, goddess. Good morning, queen.
It's on there though.
Are you over 40?
You don't have Instagram?
Well over
40. So you're over 40. You're talking about a time where we grew up
only on Facebook.
And the black community lived within that. You knew we lived in a community. Everybody's all dispersed out. Hey, I might not even see you on the street.
I understand.
Rolling.
So then I'll just. It's okay. I'm okay. I'm okay to tap out.
So if I just walked down the street and I saw her, she's just gonna pop up on my Instagram.
First of all, that's me. Well, no, they will.
That's what I'm saying. They still got to get her name. And
hey,
all that, right?
I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a good question because now they do have on like certain apps where you're in the same proximity of people. They do have it to where you could be like, Most people with iPhones, I've seen it done before, creeper type of shit, where they'll drop something to your phone because they like, she have a picture on her iPhone. So let me see who has their what is that thing called? Photo drop or something, and they'll photo drop you. There you go. Boom. They'll airdrop you something. I've seen that done. That's a creepy.
Well, there's a lot of people who play the numbers. If I hit 30 women, I'm gonna get one. I got all of that. I'm just saying for you gotta understand. The single man in the room said this. He said, "So do we have a love deposit? So if I take you out and I don't feel no chemistry, then I get my money. I mean, I get your half of the money.
Do I
back.
get my return?"
See, she want that. She want me to trick her money. She want me to trick my money on this.
And most people said that if a man is the one asking to be taken out, if a man asks to take the girl out, then he for sure needs to pay. But there are some women who just absolutely don't mind paying. Like if I know we finna go to a $200 place and we mutually agreed, I think that I may say, hey, you know what, I got drinks, or hey, you know what, I got my food, but I'm a different caliber.
I think the proper thing to do now is just
because I don't need you to my fat ass.
I'm not gonna go pick you up, waste gas, then take you out to eat, then you don't like me, and it don't work out. I done lost, like you said, you took a hell of an L.
Oh well, you lost it.
The problem, I think that what is happening is what Sis is realizing is this: if you don't give me enough energy for me to say this is worth me investing in, and it might just be you're not that charismatic because every person ain't charismatic. I might miss something good because I can't talk to you in your DM and get to know you. Right. But then you don't have the energy. But you don't have the energy like we are over here. You're pretty reserved back. Venus has energy like that. So if we were single up here, I'm going to put my money on Venus because she giving the energy. Then I'm going to put my money on you because I don't know what I'm going to get when we working. It don't mean you're better.
Are people not having phone calls anymore? Are people not talking on the phone?
Me. Well,
then.
Are people not having phone calls prior to going out on these
dates? I want to hear your voice.
That y'all scared about wasting gas on?
Well, I want to see if you can write.
How can I get to that phone call if you won't answer the DM?
But the DM, you got auto correction, so you don't know.
My point was not about.
I don't do DMs.
My point was not
I
about.
ain't never heard of a DM. I mean,
my point was that if I'm out in the world, as I'm moving around in the world, people no longer believe in personal communication. They now want they fall back and they resort to social media.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, them are the players.
For me is a problem.
Those are the players.
The player pimps and high fashions.
And then a lot of
real man gonna come at you old school. That's how I feel.
And give you his phone number.
I'm gonna talk to you. I'm
he
not
gonna give you his pager.
Texting me. I'm trying to hide.
Page
something.
me, baby.
and then a lot of them dudes too. They can't deal with the rejection.
I think a real man is gonna call you too.
Right.
But
so
that's what I
me,
got out of those 800 comments.
You got 800?
There was
800 was on you?
Comments.
Oh, I was 800 in your DM. No, you better.
There were 800 comments, and in those 800 comments was that men are scared of rejection.
Yes, they are.
And
who was telling you that?
The men.
Yeah. Oh.
Scared.
Well, can I tell you this?
What type of men was that? Women are mean. Some women are mean. Oh no, you ain't my type. You got on raggedy shoes.
But
your fingernails dirty. You this, you that.
I never heard that before. I made.
Can I say
video.
this? Can I say this? I'm gonna say this to you. This is what I feel. If you turn down a man who's working, you just turned down a BMW, a black man working. You turned down luxury. I don't care if he's snaggatooth. If he got money in his account and he's taking, I tell men all the time. You think at this age you going on right now, majority that women don't like to hear this, but if you talk about it right now, I'm saying a lot of women can't take care of themselves. They need somebody to take care. Here goes, if you can find you a man who will groom himself, who is taking care of his business, he learned to live on himself, learned to live on his own, he's taking care of his business, you should be crazy that you would reject that dude. And that dude should laugh at you for rejecting him. Why? Because he's going to find somebody who wants a man who's handling his business. So I think a lot of men got to get over this being rejected. I a lot of stuff that I think that I be hearing people say, I don't know, and it could be a part of. It goes back again. I just think we don't do stuff that men do. You know what I mean? Like I grew up. How you gonna feel rejected after your homeboys and did the dozens and talked about your mama, talked about you? You know what I mean? We been outside. We ain't had to slap box. Well, out of all the stuff you have to go through that people say, "Oh, that's too violent." No, that kind of help us to get
10 seconds. Let's go 10 seconds. See, I even remember 10 seconds. Like I ain't that old.
I don't know. After you say your 10, I don't know because we don't know what you say. You ain't say, "I don't swallow." Talk about balls and all type of stuff.
Let me hit this motherfucker right quick. Hey, we do have, before we wrap it up, we do have Ish in the comments. She says, social media gives access to the world, so and the DM is an avenue. But when a man sees that you may be in his city, I'm pretty sure he won't mind pulling up.
I'm gonna look at your social media to kind of see what type of woman you are, because I also ain't gonna about to spend my money on you, because I might see you in one place and then you might be on Fig on another place. You know what I mean? And I'm not about to spend my money. I don't trick my
Fig
money.
is, you know what Fig is, right? I was just saying, you know what
you
Fig
need
is.
to take your makeup and set up a table
on Fig,
because they got now. That seemed like I was driving when I was getting off of work. I'm seeing them. They got neon lights. I know they got neon lights, and I guess each light tell the pimp which one is his. I see. I said this is. They got neon lights on their shoes, girl, that they can get tracked. And if you have the makeup that can match the shoe, girl, the pimp's gonna be buying that makeup. You got the.
He didn't see him. He was out there. He was out there. He was watching them hoes like, hey,
I ain't never been. Don't want to be.
She will not be on.
They be close to Western. I know because I live on that street. Hey, real quick, we gotta wrap it up. We been talking for a long time. We hit on accountability. We hit on the strong woman. We hit on women. Just we hit on women. Okay.
Hey Venus, can you just say this? Can y'all subscribe and hit the likes? Because A1 over here mad as hell. He ain't seeing the analytics he want to see, and he's shutting down our damn show. Hit the likes, please. Subscribe, and share this darn video. Because he start being a deacon. He'll put the trash bag in the trash can. He hitting the lights and flicking the lights. Will y'all make sure this man get these analytics? This man get the analytics. If you give us enough likes
like that. What you saying?
If you get enough likes,
get it out.
You can get on a date with A1.
If you like it,
you get enough shares.
Don't like it, no. Hey, no, but real quick, if we have to wrap it up, I think we all kind of said the same thing with our answers with the yes and no when it comes down, do women hold themselves accountable? But we're going to start with Frank. And Frank, I want you to keep it real brief. If we had to take a learning point and sum up everything and give the listeners something positive to fall back on.
You need to get new friends.
It's short and sweet. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, and congratulations. Your new friends are also needed. When you go up to different levels, you got to drop some of them haters, them flakers. They're not worth it.
Everybody can't go up with
Everybody can't
say that.
And that's a hard thing. That's a hard thing
to realize. Because
sometimes we so loyal to the soil, right?
Yeah.
As a people, we loyal, and sometimes it's hard for you to not understand. You will self-sabotage yourself as you move up because you're trying to take
keeping
somebody
those heavy weights
who don't even want to go.
Taking those boxing bags with you. You punch those. Don't drag them with you. Okay, what about you, Miss Shay Bella?
Let me see. What have I learned? I have learned that the issue with masculine energy in the female may be needed to tone down a little bit. But I think I learned that before, but I think it kind of got brought home in this conversation.
Awesome.
And y'all need to get OnlyFans and get her lipstick. That's what she's trying to tell y'all. This lipstick will keep your OnlyFans clutching.
It's really pretty though.
TikTok. It was not OnlyFans.
So no, this is what I'm trying to
lipstick
listen. No,
is
baby,
bomb.
baby, you're not getting.
I don't know.
You're not getting it.
popping.
People with OnlyFans get money. People who got money can buy your lipstick. I don't get.
And people who spend money, they come back time and time again. They're
Come
going to
on,
use that
baby.
lipstick over and over because people going to request it.
Better get on
Excuse me, can
OnlyFans,
you wear that Shay Bella unicorn?
Right.
'Cause,
And they don't really need your clothes because the OnlyFans, I think they're supposed to take all of that off. So at least have your
Don't need my
lipstick
clothes
on.
and
No,
just
that
lip
one
gloss.
girl made over $1 million within her first couple months keeping her clothes on. She put a post out there. She said, "Hey, I'm gonna be showing my pussy at this time on live," and so many people came up. So many people came, and literally it was just a cat that she was showing and broadcasting. And I was just like, the idea that people buy into is ridiculous.
And she ain't made another $1 million ever since.
Oh, it's residual because so many people bought into her idea, her hype about it. And people
spent
stupid.
$19.99 to see somebody else with vagina when you can just Google
For
and put
free.
vagina.
Pornhub, HBO porn. I'm not even trying to tell
I just
you.
say Google. But
Hey,
you had said,
nigga, you grown. You should know the webs. You shouldn't, but the websites are out there. You know, I have freaky friends that posted this stuff. Okay, going back to you, Ty. My bad.
Well, what I learned today was that the reason the guys wear tight jeans because that's that feminine energy. I think
He said the female tight jeans.
I
equal
just found that. I was shocked to hear that.
it's female
I'm glad I
energy.
got rid of mine.
You got rid of them. Hold on. So you own the pair?
Feminine energy.
You own the pair?
Did you say?
He
Feminine
got rid of
energy.
his.
He did say he
He
got
said-
rid of
he
it.
said-
energy.
You got rid of your
When
feminine
I was a
energy?
kid. When I was a
He
kid.
said he had tight. He said those guys who were wearing tight pants as adults, they got that high voice.
Okay, wait. So
Oh,
I
I'm
need
over
to
tight
clarify.
pants
Did you
with
get
that
rid of
football.
He said
the? You
he
got rid of the
them.
skinny jeans, or you got rid of the
No,
feminine
I had
energy?
tight pants when I was playing football. I had the tight pants.
But that's
That's
football. That's a
different.
That's the
spark.
only time I wore tight pants ever.
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 We gonna call his wife. Hey, wifey, you
Call
got
her.
throw him out
We
because
call
they
her
get a
ass
little
right now.
they get a little snug on them. I'm kidding.
Call
I'm
her
just
ass right
kidding.
now.
No, listen. For me, I really just want to say thank you guys so much. We did touch bases a lot, ladies. My takeaway from this is for us as women to be better women, control our masculine energy, like she said. Be that female. Learn to listen. Shut up sometimes. No, not always be a battle, not always have to have a final say. Sometimes it really matters to our men, to the men that you chose to deal with, especially if you have chosen to deal with this man. You need to, like Frank said, respect that boundary or that place that you've put him in, and know when to tone it down. And when you step out of line, when you step out of place, be able to be apologetic about it. You know, sometimes we stand, hey, I did this, so what? And
That's
y'all,
not what I said.
we have to pull that back when talking to our husband. There are some people who's very close to me who say, I bite my tongue a hell of a lot when it comes down to my husband, but when it comes to other family members, they ain't get no pass for what, bitch. I'm not fucking you. I'm not doing none of that. So, It's really about that person that you've chose to be, and you guys want to keep things going, how smooth you guys want to continue to transition things out. Do women hold themselves accountable? Ladies, this show alone has told us to continue to do better. Do better, do better, do better, do better. And also hold your men accountable. It wasn't about men whatsoever, but if we're going to hold ourselves accountable, we're going to be...
Well, you need to do a show with that. You going to hold your man accountable?
Hold your... Like, you going to tell him... You said during the show that your wife should be able to say...
You got to be...
Hey, babe. Hey. That you should control the feminine energy.
And I said that works for me.
And
my brother said that didn't work.
Soft.
He
Don't
said soft.
say feminine.
So what I'm saying is what every wife has to find out what works as
for them.
Language.
Yes,
because
love languages are definitely different from household to household.
But both of us will say this: you can't call us a bitch.
No, absolutely not.
Hell no.
Because I never hit a woman, but I slapped shit.
I'm not gonna hit you, but those fighting words.
Right. So what I'm saying is you gotta find you have to find the language that works for your man.
Absolutely.
But you need to know there is a universal language that is disrespectful to a man.
Absolutely. Thanks for adding that to the T.
I don't allow my wife to call me a nigga either. I'm not no nigga.
And you the darkest one in the bunch. I'm just playing with you. I definitely understand that.
King.
Listen.
You call me daddy, but you ain't calling me a nigga. That's what he said.
I never call you bitch. Don't call me nigga.
Y'all, we need you to like the show, subscribe to the show. Go ahead and share it with a friend, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be women who's going to totally disagree with everything that's said, just as well as it's going to be some women who like, yeah, it's going to be some men that's like, hell yeah, Frank. Hell yeah, T.Y. They better not say it. I mean, they might. You know, we live in a different world. Definitely want to thank you guys for tuning in. You guys go and follow ShayBellaBoutique on Instagram. Check out all of her items. She handcrafts everything that she does, and get that lipstick. DM her right now if you want that purple unicorn lipstick. It's hot like fire in real life, like for real. Like her lips is popping.
Snag, DM her.
Please tell him not to call ever.
No, he gonna call you. You're gonna be number 8. Okay, you're gonna be number 8.
Last week.
Who, Jesus?
Last show.
Hey, but listen, next Friday, 420, y'all know what day that is. We are excited to have our boy. Yeah, I see what you did there. We are excited to have Frank, Miss G, myself, and somebody else gonna be in the studio that day.
Get your popcorn ready.
And I'm here for it. What's up?
How many months are you?
I am 6 months.
All right, don't be getting all crazy. Well, I ain't pushing no baby out because I don't want to see them hemorrhoids.
First of all, you ain't gonna be in the way that my daughter is like, Mom, can I be in there?
She's gonna be 7 then.
Listen, I'm gonna call your husband. You better get over here now, cause I don't.
He gonna be like, y'all better call the ambulance. I got some more blunt before I go anywhere. But no, seriously, I am looking forward to that show. As you guys seen the different exchange between Frank and Miss G, just alone to where Miss G is hardly ever choked up. So that is
she sounded like she was smoking a blunt.
Get your dictionary ready.
She's a very smooth going lady.
Oh, I had her.
She's a very smooth going lady. But look, I am super excited. Hey, next week is gonna be a good show too. Y'all be
What's
sure.
Next week?
Can I say it? Cause one like to switch shit up on the fly.
Don't say it. We gonna wait. We gonna wait.
So next week for sure. I know y'all probably heard this like 2 weeks ago that this was gonna be the topic, but for real, next week we are talking about, is your approach to dating the reason that you're single? And I think that that's a very important conversation to have when we're gonna discuss dating in 2022.
And they should read that book that say you're single because you're the problem.
A lot of people need to understand that they are single because they are the problem.
It's your fault.
That's a praise dance right there.
Because I think if you start there, then if you start looking at you, and if you fix you, then you'll be all right.
I'm gonna write that down so we can start with one of your points. You heard me? Hey, but it's been a great time here tonight. Again, like, subscribe, share this with your friends. Somebody said, "Oh, I missed it." You didn't miss it.
You can go look at it again and make sure you subscribe.
Run it back.
Your likes.
Run it back for sure.
That's what's good about YouTube, buddy.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I am your host, Venus, aka V the Goddess, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Peace out.
If you wanna be in my life, you gotta know who I am. I was raised on a block and I had to fight to be a man. Struggle in the air, crime all around. Walking through the hood, I say 10 so sound.